Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Hello Homestead, it's Friday, December 14th, and time for the semester's final episode of HHS In Depth. I'm Carson Clymer.
And I'm Kaylee Behrens. Welcome to another edition of the show.
On today's episode, you'll see an interview with Principal Dr. Ginder as Ashton Hackman recently sat down with him to recap first semester and get his thoughts on the finals next week.
We'll bring you a story over the Rube Goldberg Club as Chris Wayne caught up with the students to see how this year is going.
You'll learn about the after-school club, Fishing Club, where you'll learn what takes place at a typical gathering.
Carson takes a look at our boys swim and dive team in this week's The Countdown.
There will be an all-new 2.5 Weatherman, as well as an all-new laptop lingo with Drew Persinger.
We'll bring you all those stories and much more, so stay tuned for today's episode of HHS In Depth.
Melikilikimaka is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Melikilikimaka is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island.
We begin today's show with our annual sit-down with Dr. Ginder at the end of the semester. Reporter Ashton Hackman recently caught up with Dr. Ginder to get his thoughts on the school year so far and a look at finals next week.
With the end of the semester just 1 week away, Dr. Ginder reflects back on a successful first half of the school year, noting the accomplishments by students all across the spectrum.
I think the things that come to mind are successes in the arts and academics and athletics. We had We the People win regionally and go to state. The band, whether it's BOA or ISMA, that was an incredible couple of weeks there where we performed really well and brought a lot of good PR to our school, both for performance and behavior as we traveled around the state. Then also in athletics, it was exciting to see us win, to see the girls go to state in soccer, to play in some really terrible weather at semi-state and play and win, to watch the cross-country teams, and really to see the boys come out of nowhere and run really, really well at state. Those things are always really exciting to see, those kinds of successes. Those things are cool. But then there's also the things that happen in the classroom.
Fall sports brought a lot of excitement to the student body, but it is important to be grateful for teachers that put in a lot of effort to give students the best possible education.
We don't have that many kids failing classes, but we have way too many students who are not giving the kind of effort that would set their futures up the way they want to be, where they want to go. And if you look at, our seniors and juniors are doing an outstanding job, but as we move through the school year, we've got to invest ourselves differently in the academic piece. Your teachers are giving everything. I think it's important for some of us to step up and do the same thing.
With proper studying techniques, students can improve their grades with final exams and finish the semester out strong.
I know the freshmen have been supplied a video that helps them think through how to study for finals. Studying all in one big pile right before an exam, say Tuesday night before the Wednesdays, Wednesday night before the Thursdays, etc., that's not very effective. But if you can get yourself in a pattern where you're spending about 3 days, 2 out in front, take a day off, and then the day right before, brush up one more time, you're going to be better off.
Most importantly, winter break kicks off the winter sports season and gives students the opportunity to rest and refresh for next semester.
Rest, 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 and let's get out and support the Spartans. We're going to have kids playing basketball, we're going to have wrestling, gymnastics is going to get started. We've got things to do, places to go, and people to see, so make sure you take time to be freshened.
Good luck on your final exams next week and enjoy your much-deserved winter break. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Ashton Ackman.
Students needing a work permit before winter break must turn in their completed intent to employ form as well as a copy of their birth certificate to Mrs. Fitt in Student Services by noon on Thursday, December 20th.
Head on out to Buffalo Wild Wings between 6 and 8 p.m. next Wednesday, December 19th to support Poetry Club as it raises funds for the annual HHS Zine Project. 10% of the night's profit will go towards the club, so be sure to stop by B-Dubs to support and pay your bill before 8 p.m.
A Novel Gathering Creative Writing Club will have their last meeting of the semester on Monday after school in the Media Center. Go out to enjoy their last meeting before winter break.
Calling all Environmental Club members, dare to be a force of nature and get out to Homestead's next Environmental Club meeting on Monday, December 17th in Mrs. Merkling's room, room 206. They'll be decorating cookies and playing holiday trivia with tests and prizes. Bring a friend and don't miss out on this festive holiday meeting on Monday at 2:45 in room 206.
Drama and Improv Club will meet for the last time this semester on Monday, December 17th from 2:45 to 3:30 in room 904. All are welcome to attend, so if you're interested in performing and having a good time, they would love to have you there.
Students and staff, on Tuesday next week, you are encouraged to wear your favorite holiday attire. Whether it's tacky or classy, it doesn't matter. Also, Santa hats will be allowed that day only. So come to school on the last day before finals and get festive in your holiday attire. That's next Tuesday, December 18th.
Be sure to head out to the last Audio Aficionados meeting of the semester next Tuesday after school in room 600B. They'll be listening to Patti Smith's influential 1975 album, Horses.
Each year, the Rube Goldberg team creates a new machine, and this year the team is busy doing it again. To get a glimpse of what they're doing this year, here's reporter Chris Wang.
Many of you may be familiar with Rube Goldberg, as you have done it in middle school. However, Rube Goldberg is also a club here at Homestead.
So Rube Goldberg is a series of complicated steps to complete a simple action that we try to make as complicated as possible, and that's what Rube Goldberg really is all about.
Usually we do it at Purdue, and we just sit there, we put our machine together, and then we show it off to the judges, and we have a script and storyline that we will say before we set it off that will kind of go along with our Rube Goldberg, and then the judge us on the Rube Goldberg machine itself and the storyline.
Despite Rube Goldberg being mechanically focused, it actually requires a lot of creativity.
So a lot of brainstorming actually goes into it before we actually build it. There's lots of having to write the story, because that's one of the main parts of the Rube Goldberg, is actually coming up with a story that is considered memorable, because you want people to remember something like that so that you can, hopefully win a competition.
However, Rube Goldberg is for all kinds of people who want to attend.
Really, anyone can join Rube Goldberg Club that enjoys building, telling stories, creating ideas. Anyone with a creative imagination would be perfect for it. And we definitely encourage more girls to join the club, because it's currently just me and then another girl, which we would like to get some more feminine thoughts, creativity-wise.
Then anyone who just likes to build or, brainstorm or create simple machines.
Rube Goldberg meets from 2:45 to 3:30 every Tuesday and Thursday after school in room 436. For those of you interested, please contact Mr. Salway. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Chris Wang.
One of Homestead's newest after-school clubs is the Fishing Club. Ever wonder what goes on in one of their meetings? Then this story is for you, as reporter Dylan Thomas got out to see what takes place at their club.
There have been many different popular clubs being opened up recently at Homestead High School. One of these growing clubs is the Fishing Club.
The goal of the Fishing Club is to hopefully get students more involved in fishing. And so the goal is that, one, the newcomers get to learn more about fishing, and that the ones who are more experienced can hopefully help teach them new techniques.
Basically, the Fishing Club, it's about getting together, talking about fishing stories, new fishing techniques. Sometimes we'll even go into the gym or go outside and do a little game of mini golf with flipping and pitching and just some cups or bowls or whatever, but basically it's just about having fun and talking fishing.
The club members usually fish for one species. However, it is open for any new styles that students can bring to the table.
We usually primarily stay to bass. There are some people that fish for other species, but mostly we talk about bass.
There are many fun aspects of the fishing club that tend to keep people coming in to learn more. There are also multiple opportunities that are offered by being a consistent member.
I think my favorite part about Fishing Club is that I get to meet a lot of students who actually enjoy something that I enjoy doing, and those aren't always the students that I would expect them to be. So we have people that come, we have girls, we have guys, we've got freshmen through seniors. Not everybody comes every week because they come when they're available to come, but it's nice to see that there's a lot of kids that are really involved in fishing and like to fish outside of school. And you know, we even have opportunities available for fishing in college and getting scholarships. So kids are starting to look at those opportunities as well.
My favorite part about the club, I love talking about different techniques that catch different bass in shallow water, under docks, deep ledges. I basically just love talking about and sharing information to other people to learn from that.
The club is in room 904 for anyone on Tuesdays. If you aren't doing anything right after school until 3:30 and you are interested in fishing, the club would love to see new students join.
We encourage anyone to join. I'd love to see the club grow. We really want to have more females involved, so if you're interested in fishing as a female, please come out and join us. We have lots of males that have attended over the last 3 years, and you know, I'd love to see some of them be able to come back when they're available outside of other activities that they're involved in.
The Homestead High School Fishing Club is always looking for new members to come out and practice their skills. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Dylan Thomas.
And now it's time for a new episode of Laptop Lingo with host Drew Persinger, where you'll learn where to go if you need technical assistance with your laptop.
It's feedback time. Well, I care about your feedback here, so I've decided to read some reviews of my show off everyone's favorite websites. So, this review comes in from my best friend, Amazon Customer. That's a weird name, but I don't judge here. He says, really nice color and material, thank you, but 3 exclamation points.
No save at all for little kids.
This is a review on Amazon for a folding chair. Hello Homestead, and welcome back to Laptop Lingo. We've got quite the important episode for you all today because I'm going to tell you where to go to fix any problems you may have with your laptops. Some things that even I cannot fix. So let's go see where I gotta go.
If your laptop is misbehaving, you should take it to the media center to get it repaired. You can find it in the main hallway leading out of the cafeteria to your right. Once you enter, follow the arrows and report your problem to the desk. You should get your issue fixed promptly and be able to pick it back up soon.
Well, there you go, everybody. Now you know where to go to report problems about your laptop and get them fixed. You can come back next week when I do some more talking about laptops. As usual, I'm Drew Persinger. See ya, Homestead.
And now it's time for the weekend weather forecast. Here's an all-new 2.5 Weathermen with Alex and Ethan.
Bruh, it's Santa.
Hey Santa, how are you?
We came all the way from Fort Wayne to ask you a question.
What's the weather looking like this weekend?
Well, take a seat, children. Here's the lastweather.com update.
For Friday, it's going to have showers and a high of 43 and a low of 35.
Saturday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 31.
And for Sunday, it's going to be sunny with a high of 43 and a low of 30. Wow, thanks, Santa.
I'm sure this weather forecast will be very accurate.
Well, Santa, we have to go now.
Wait, we need a quote of the week. Do you have a good quote of the week, Santa?
Yes, I do. No matter what the weather say, have a jolly day.
Thanks. Bye, Santa. And see you next semester, Homestead.
And have a happy new year. We'll see you next year.
This week on the countdown, I got over to the Summit Natatorium to take a look at how our boys swim and dive team seasons were going. The boys swim team has just begun their season, but are already receiving surprising results.
It's been going pretty well. We had our first 2 meets this last week and we placed really well in both of them.
One duel against Snyder, and then we had the Homestead invite last weekend. And last year we placed second, and we placed second again this year, which was a surprise to I think most of the guys on the team because we lost a lot of really fast people last year. But a couple of the guys have stepped up, and our depth has really improved this year.
The team has the goals set high, with the hope of winning another sectional title and competing well against state competition.
Such a different team than we were last year that we kind of have to figure out who we are as a team going forward, and we're just taking that one week at a time. Ultimately, we want to win sectionals, of course.
We're still trying to figure out kind of who we are as a team, kind of how everybody fits, where everybody fits in, who should be swimming what. So I mean, we think we have a shot at winning sectionals this year. It's certainly going to be a lot harder than the past years. And then at state, I mean, I think just looking to be a top 8 team again, because top 8 in Indiana is pretty tough to beat. So we'll definitely try to shoot for top 8 at state and winning sectionals, but past that, it's really just trying to figure out the best spot for everybody.
Each swimmer and diver also has personal goals before the end of the season.
I mean, I've won sectionals in the 200 and the 500 the past 2 years, so I'd definitely like to keep that going. And then the 200 and the 500 have had a couple seniors graduate, so at state this year, I'm looking to be like top 3 and hopefully both of those.
This season, one of my personal goals is to make it out of sectionals into regionals and possibly into state after that if the season goes well enough. Personally, I just want to contribute as much as I can. We lost a lot of guys last year, and we need a lot of people to step up to make ourselves deeper, especially going into sectionals and state.
Good luck to the boys and girls swim teams as they are back in action tomorrow at Hamilton Southeastern. Good luck to the sports teams in action this weekend, including our girls and boys basketball teams playing in the SAC doubleheader at Bishop Luers starting tonight at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, our JV wrestling team is at Winchester, and our varsity wrestlers are at Columbus East at 9 a.m. Our boys and girls swim and dive teams are at Hamilton Southeastern at 9 a.m., and our #1 Lady Spartan basketball team is at home against Notre Dame Academy, beginning at noon. Good luck to all of our athletic teams. Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Carson Clymer.
And I'm Kaylee Behrens. Thank you for watching today.
Today, we leave you with a song exclusive to our radio station, The Point 91 FM.
Have a great weekend and good luck on finals next week.
This is our final show until second semester, so have a great winter break as we'll see you back here next January.
In the world that you would make up with you.